In this video, I'll show you the creative strategy with Facebook ads that we used to scale the store from $140,000 back in December 2023 to over $600,000 in May 2024, right? So literally the same store, using creative strategy, using Facebook ads. I'll show you exactly how we did it, all of the stages of creative process, all of the stages of creative development. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fedotoff. In the last 8 years, I've generated over $100 million in e-commerce revenue with different brands. And I'm here to share my experiences, my mistakes, all of the things I did right, all of the things I did wrong, and what's working right now so you can start scaling your business. Before we get into it, please hit the subscribe button, like this video for the algorithm, and let's get into it. So phase number one in our process is initial ad creative test. The first thing that you would test here is different videos and images. And the variables here could be 2 to 3 unique videos, could be different content. For example, you can test testimonials, you can test product demonstration, but you can also test 2-3 different ad types. For example, images and videos. For that, we do a lot of competitive research. We see what type of ads our competitors are using. One important thing here is that you want to test one variable at a time. So if we test creatives, we don't want to test ad copy, new headlines, or new targeting together with it. We only want to test creatives. After the initial 2-4 days, the results should be clear. The best ad creatives would have the lowest CPC and CPMs and the highest CTR and ROAS. And if by any chance, very unlikely, your data is almost identical, you can continue further testing both ad creatives in the following steps. So I want to show you some examples from the company called Rice Superfoods. They're one of the best advertisers on Facebook right now, and they have amazing ads. I'm using this tool called Get Hooked. It saves all of the ads. It has all of the copy. You can also scroll all of these ads. So even if this company stops advertising this ad, I still have it saved on my platform. I can still reverse engineer it. I can still learn from it. So as I'm scrolling through this app, there's a male actor, right? So you can see he's demonstrating throughout the video. And also there is a lot of B-roll. B-roll is a piece of content that you would integrate into your ad. So for example, piece of B-roll is a person running, person sleeping. These are all pieces of B-roll that you want to source from your creators, from your actors, in order to make your ads more engaging. Once you have the piece of text on screen, which is part of your captions, you would also have the piece of B-roll, the visual content that matches that content. So if it says about disrupts your natural sleep cycle, it shows the person that cannot fall asleep. So it matches logically with what the text says on screen. This is very important element of video editing and creating engaging creative. Second example of the ad from the same company is this one here. She shot a lot of content, she shot a lot of B-roll, and there's captions on screen that explain what's going on, to explain all of these things in a visual manner. So all 3 of these have the same identical ad copy, but they have different actors in them. So you can see another actor here, another actor here, another actor here. So different actors, different scripts, but ad copy is completely the same. So this is the first stage in creative testing. You want to test different variables. You want to see which angle resonates the best with your audience. And that's what you can double down on later and create more variations of that winning angle. And by the way, if you want my free 8-page guide on how to create winning video creatives, just DM me creative and I'll send it over to you. Once we identify our winning ad creative, we want to test more variables with that same creative to maximize the ROAS and find more winners. So if we have one winner, we want to replicate that winner into 3, 5, 10 different winners. This will allow us to spend more on ads and scale our business. And scroll stopper, simply put, is the first 3-5 seconds of your ad. This comes before testing different thumbnails and copy, so you have to do it in this specific order. And here's an example of Coconut. This is 8-figure health brand testing different scroll stoppers for the same ad creative. So this is ad number 1. As you can see, the scroll stopper here is reduce wrinkles and sagging in just 1 hour. And the thumbnail here, the person is looking shocked. And then as we start running the ad, there's a combination of different actors, different people using the product. And so these are the first 3 to 5 seconds of the video. After the initial scroll stopper, which is the first 5 seconds, the main part of the video follows. And in this case, it starts with a shot. Clinical beauty filler goes where your creams cannot. And if we look at this example here, erases wrinkles without losing your facial expression. So the first 5 seconds of the video is different, but the main part is completely the same. The first variation of this ad is, you won't believe that this is not a professional treatment. So let's watch and let's see what they show us. You won't believe that this is not a professional treatment. And there goes the main part of the video. All the same. Right? So all the same, the main part is the same, just different scroll stoppers in the first 3 to 5 seconds. And there's another example here of the same ad, just different scroll stopper. I am 40, but this helps me look like 25. Another variation of the same ad with a different scroll stopper, but the main part of the video is the same. And this is part of the testing process that a lot of entrepreneurs are missing. They find their winning ad and they stop testing. You can never stop testing. You have to always test different scroll stoppers. You have to try to multiply that winning ad that you have and create 3, 5, 10 winning ads out of it every single time. And again, if you want my free 8-page guide on how to create the best creative scroll stoppers, thumbnails, and ad copy, just DM me creative and I'll send it over to you. So now we're switching to phase number 3, and this is testing image ads. After 2 to 3 days, you should be able to identify the best scroll stopper for your ad creative. Now we can do the same thing but with image ads. And here's an example how Rise Superfoods testing different image ads. So you can see the exactly same ad copy here. Exactly same ad copy, but just different ad images. Image ads is oftentimes neglected part of the creative process. Sometimes you have winning videos, but you also have to test different images. It's often the combination of all types of creatives like images, videos, and carousel that gets the best results and maximizes your return on investment. The reason for that is different people react to different things. So for example, someone might watch the video and that might get them to buy the product. So for some people, you might need more conviction to get them to buy. And for some people, image ad is more than enough to get them to buy your product. The good thing about this is that it's very easy to test image ads. You can create dozens of variations of different image ads. I even have the templates I can share with you. If you DM me on Instagram, I will share some of the templates that you can replicate for yourself. You literally just drag and drop the image that you want to have, some minor adjustments, and you can run with those ads. You just DM me templates on Instagram or just comment templates below and I'll send it over to you. The fourth stage in this process is testing ad copy. This is least important element in all of this testing process. The creative, the scroll stoppers would be a lot more important, and testing different image ads would also be more important than testing different ad copy. Please follow the same structure if you want to maximize the results of your creative testing. Every different ad copy you test should go with the same creative, with the same winning scroll stopper, and the same winning thumbnail. One variable at a time. This is very important to know. So this is an example of one of these ads here, right? You can see the same kind of scroll stopper here. This way you're able to see which ad copy with your creatives resonates better with an audience, and you can identify even more variations of the creatives that you can scale with your paid ads. GetHook gives you this great visibility on every brand's creative strategy, how many ads they're launching every single month, so that you know what you need to do in order to compete with that brand on the same level. So for example, they've been launching 130 ads, 118 here, 174 here, on average about 130, 140 ads per month. Then you know that in order to compete with them, you have to launch a lot of different variations of the ads. We can also filter by still running or inactive. So if we go here, we see their top performing ads. We see what are the variations of the ads they're currently running, what are the images, what are the videos they're running, so we have a great visibility on their creative strategy in order to compete with them. Another example of the brand that does it on a great level is Bella Barnett, as you can see here. So this is one ad copy. They have this image ad and you can download it right away. So I just downloaded it right away with just one click. You just click here, you can download it. You can modify it, you can send it to your video editor, you can customize it yourself, you can use it as inspiration. Don't just copy one-to-one, I don't recommend it. But they have this ad here with this specific ad copy, and now they have another ad, and this is different ad copy. So the same image, but different ad copy. So these are all of the stages of the creative process you have to continuously repeat. It never stops. You have to constantly launch new images. You have to constantly launch new creatives, new scroll stoppers if you want to compete on the highest level. And if you want to scale your business to $300, $500, $1 million per month. So your initial test is now completed. After testing all of these variables, you should now have the best variables for your winning ad creatives, both on videos and images. Always have both. It's very important to have both combinations. And if you want my free 8-page guide on how to create the best creatives, best scroll stoppers, best thumbnails, and best ad copy, just DM me creative on Instagram or drop creative below and I'll send it over to you. So that is it for this video. Hope you got value out of it. Hope you got some insights. Hope you just realize how much more creative testing you have to do, because that's one of the mistakes that I see entrepreneurs making. They're not testing enough creatives, and that's why their business is not growing, their business is stagnant, or their business is even declining. And if you have any feedback from me for this video, or if you have any ideas on what other videos I can create for you to help you grow your business, just let me know in the comments and I'll shoot those videos next. And if you want the document from this presentation with all of the links, with all of the examples, with all of the stages of creative testing process, just drop doc in the comments and I'll send it over to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.